Okay, students of class 3, as you know, in the previous class, we had started our new chapter number 2, the Emperor's New Clothes, whereby we learned about the Emperor's madness about clothes, and the Emperor's New Clothes is an old story by Hans Christian Andersen about an emperor who is tricked by two rocks. Rocks means dishonest person. So there were two rocks who tricked or cheated the emperor. The characters in the story where the narrator, one who has been narrating the story, narrator, and then you have emperor, then two weavers, you have minister, then officers, people in the street, little child's father. So there were many characters in this play. Now let us see, we had already done on the previous day, we had completed the first 2 pages of the story, and that the last part on date 4, the last part that we did was this one. Narrator says, okay, soon everyone in the city was talking about the wonderful cloth that the two weavers were making. The emperor wanted to see the cloth too. So with his minister, he visited the two rocks who were weaving rapidly day after day without any threat. So up to here we had completed. Now we will move to other part of the story. Okay, now, minister, look, your majesty, look at the beautiful design. Emperor thinking, what is this? I cannot see anything at all. Am I not fit to be emperor? Am I a fool? Emperor, yes, it is very pretty. I am very happy. The narrator, they asked the emperor to wear a suit made from this cloth in a great parade that was soon to take place. Now, weavers, the clothes are ready. Emperor, this is wonderful. Let me put on my new suit. Weavers, see, here is the coat, here is the cape, here are the trousers. Now, cape is a loose coat that hangs from your shoulders. A loose coat that hangs from the shoulders is called a CAPE, cape. Okay, so weavers say that, okay, this is your coat, this is your cape, and these are the trousers. Now, minister, it is marvelous. Marvelous means extremely good, wonderful, that is called marvelous. Okay, narrator, and yet all the time they could not see anything because there was nothing. The emperor took off his clothes, and the rocks pretended to put on each new garment as it was ready. As it was ready. Now, minister, how handsome His Majesty looks in his new suit. Narrator, the emperor turned round and round in front of the mirror and looked and nodded his head. Emperor, I am ready. Now, narrator, the emperor marched along the streets and all his officers marched behind him. So the great parade began. The emperor actually had nothing on his body, as we know, because that was the cloth the rocks dishonest weavers had made. They were pretending to be weavers, but actually they were not, and they deceived actually everyone. Now, emperor, who had a craze for wearing on clothes, new clothes every next day, was tricked by these rogues. Now uh, he's in the street and without any clothes on his body, but he thinks that those clothes were invisible clothes, as the rogues had told them. People in the streets, how handsome the emperor's clothes are! What a perfect fit! What marvelous colors! Actually, nothing they could see, but all of them were just praising for the namesake. Now, narrator, no one noted, no one wanted to say that they could not see anything. They were afraid that people would think they were stupid. Little child, but he has nothing on. So the first person who told the truth was a little child who straightway said that the emperor has nothing on his body. Then little child's father, hush, hush. So the child's father tries to make her quiet, not to speak such words. Now, narrator, but the people began to whisper to one another what the child had said. People in the streets started saying, he has nothing on. A child says he has nothing on. He has nothing on. Means they also began to say that a little child said that he has nothing on his body. He means the emperor here. So everyone started speaking about that he has not worn any cloth. Now narrator, the emperor heard what they said and he shivered. He trembled. He knew that their words were true, but it would never do to stop the procession. Procession is a line of people or vehicles moving slowly along a street as part of an event. And so he held himself stiffer, more tightly his body was now than ever, and behind him his officers carried the invisible train. Invisible train is a long part that is attached to the back of someone's clothes, like the bride does in Christian marriages. So, this is all about this story. Now, the question answers are given. So, you go through them. Okay, thank you.